Hi guys, I'm Tyrone and welcome back to Harrison Family Farm. This week is going to be a little bit different as we have some traveling to do. Myself, Angela, and the baby are actually going to attend a wedding in Texas. And so what I'm actually going to do now while we're still at home before we depart is kind of just speak to you guys about some of the things that I have to do around the farm in order to prepare to go out of town for a few days. We're only going to be gone one actual full day. And so we'll have a half a day gone in the beginning and half a day gone in the end. So I guess 2 days total if you add it all together. But one of the biggest priorities that I have to take into consideration with all of the animals is water. I would say that's probably the easiest thing to have to solve for, just because as you guys are familiar with, if you watch the channel or a member of the channel, we have the big stock tank, a couple 100-gallon stock tank for the cows. And so I just filled that up. And typically speaking, that's going to last them a week or more. I usually don't let it go all the way low, especially right now since we have a calf, Brownie, on the ground. And so her neck will, her being a smaller animal, she's not able to reach down to the bottom of the stock tank. So a lot of times I keep it pretty high, at least while she's little, right? Because she's right at about, well, I think she'll be 11 weeks this week. Or maybe 10. She's right around the age of TJ. So they're right there together. So it's kind of easy to keep track of, or at least be close to what her age is. The dogs, that big blue barrel that I cut in half years ago, is what I fill up for them. And they usually do pretty well with just that as far as water goes. The only thing with them, it is 3 of them, but that's usually enough water for them. But they like to get into the water. And so with that, when they jump in, particularly Sophie, because she's the bigger dog, it pushes water out. So that usually is something I have to keep in mind or be considerate of, because it could also mean that I need to leave additional water out, maybe something that they're not able to get into, but they could still hold water. Right now, it's not a huge concern, them getting into the water, just because it's a little bit cooler. The days aren't quite as warm. And so that's usually something they do when it's really, really hot out. The goats are pretty simple. I got them together, or I'm going to have them together when we leave inside the little net vents, and so probably 1 5-gallon bucket of water will sustain them. So they're pretty easy. Now with that, that's actually going to completely take care of the cows and the goats. The cows, naturally, as you guys are going to know, they're going to have a bale of hay, bale feeder, the blue one that we keep out there with them. So they're kind of set it and forget it once they have water. They won't get the supplemental feed that they normally get, but again, that is just supplemental. They'll get everything they need out of that hay, and then have free access to water as they need it. Goats as well, I'll put them in an area that has enough foliage or whatever for them to eat on while we're gone, which doesn't take much, just given that, like I said, we'll be gone for a total of 2 days. So that's not a hard task at all. And the only other thing is the dogs. Now, one thing for them, all I really do, especially for a short stint like this, I'll just give them extra food. I don't love that approach, but it tends to be the easiest. And the reason I don't love it is because sometimes they can just, eat it all on the front end and then not have food on the end. But for such a short trip, it's not such a concern for me. But if I was going to be gone longer, I probably would have a different solution, just to be honest and transparent, up to and including, if possible, like sometimes I could possibly have my dad stop by or something like that. He's really familiar with my animals. As you guys know, he's out here helping me all the time. And so, if he was in town while I was out of town, then I would definitely have him stop by, check in, or whatever the case may be. And so, he can be real helpful in that way. But guys, I just wanted to kind of share with you guys about what it takes for, someone with such a small farm where you don't have other all the time helping hands to assist you, what it takes for me to be able to leave town. And so just with a little bit of preparation, a little bit of forethought, I can kind of put things in place and set things up in a way to allow me to be away for a few days. I know that's something that early on I wasn't sure how I would navigate. Like, if I get these animals and I have this responsibility, how would I then be able to break away and still live life? And so that's just one way that I'm able to do it sometimes. And next time, maybe I'll actually bring you guys along as I do these things and kind of speak to the portions and the amount and kind of show you what I'm talking about. But that's it for the first part, guys. I'm going to get to doing some other things I need to do to prepare to leave. And then, we'll check back in later, guys. Tyrone and welcome back to Harrison Family Farm. As you can see, today is a bit of a different background. We are not on the farm. We're actually in beautiful San Antonio, Texas. Well, technically New Braunfels, Texas. And we are here accompanying the lovely Miss Angela, as she is here to join her friend in her wedding. So yeah, there's her and TJ. He's knocked out, and we're just hanging out. So yeah, guys, no animals today. It's just us having fun in Texas. Hey guys, just checking back in. As you can see, I made it back into our hotel room. Angela and Junior are in the bride's room, just getting a few things that Angela needed before coming back over. And I'm over here getting the clothes together for me and TJ. These are his outfit options. I don't have mine together yet. I'm still ironing. But yeah, that's what I'm working on now. And I wanted to show you guys just outdoors. There's a beautiful outdoors, Texas flag and all that jazz. But it sounds like Angela just made it back. Yeah, there she is. But anyway, I'm gonna get to doing what I need to do, and I'll be back later. Y'all on camera right now. Whatever you want. I'm recording for sure. Hey guys, just checking back in. I know this video has been everything but what a typical video on the channel has been, but we just wanted to take you guys with us as we went to celebrate love for Angela's friend, our friend. Yeah, so we thank you for joining us. We ask that you subscribe, like, share. Be sure to stay tuned for more farm content as it becomes available. And for me and Bubby, TJ, we'll catch you guys later. Peace.